Hello my darlings, hope you're all doing well. Blair Shelley here. So in today's reading we're going to be taking a look at whether a particular person misses you at this time. So I want you to take a look at the three options that I have available for you today. Don't overthink it, whichever one came into your mind first, that's the right one for you. And if you do need a little bit more time to decide, pause the video because we're going to go ahead and get started. My lovely option number one. Hi, welcome to your reading, guys. As I'm shuffling the cards, think about yourself, think about your person. And let's take a look whether they're missing you at this particular moment. Okay, so for some of you, it's this energy of being at a distance. They're showing me, whether physical or emotional distance. The star is usually a very, very good card. I'm going to be completely honest with you. The person that you're asking about, even if you are in no contact right now, there was some sort of conflict, or there's just this energy of a little bit of distance, like I said, whether physical or emotional, there's definitely an indication that this person wants to see things progress with you sooner or later, right? So there's definitely not the indication of having lost hope. It's not about that they don't want anything to do with you. So I'm going to say that yes, they miss you, and actually there's a lot of hope for things to work out over here. Let me see what else comes through. I want to say it's a period of really missing you. Really missing you. With the Three of Swords in reverse, it's this energy of a complicated situation that you might not necessarily be able to fix right now. I will take a look at more details in a minute, but the Three of Swords, upright, it's a difficult card as it is. When it's in reverse, it feels like feeling stuck, not knowing how to resolve a particular situation, not knowing what to say. It's all of those emotions that maybe they're not finding a way out. So I feel like the person that you're asking about, guys, they don't necessarily have somebody to talk to, right? Or they might be trying to let their emotions out in a very unhealthy way. I'm not going to mention all of the ways, but you know what I mean. But there's such an energy, I want to say, like there's no doubt that this person is missing you. There's no doubts whatsoever, and that this person is hurting you. But again, with the energy of the Two of Wands coming through in reverse, this is an indication of not being able to move forwards. So I want to see what it is, whether it's something that maybe you can help them with, or whether it's just a situation that needs to be resolved, by other means and things like this. But let me see. Bear in mind, this is a general reading. It's being stuck. See, again, it's this energy of the Nine of Swords. It's being unable to make a move. It's being unable to go forwards. So this is very much like the prison energy, right? And doesn't mean that the person that you're asking about is in prison, but it could be that they're in a mental prison right now where they just don't see a way to maybe get to you or approach you, or especially if you're in some sort of conflict that involves a lot of things that need to be talked through and things like this. They kind of feel like, well, I don't know where to start. Like, I wouldn't even know where to start. But with the Nine of Swords, it's a difficult situation for this person, even if they're putting on a brave face. They're definitely watching your social media over here, guys, if you do have it. They're definitely, maybe you blocked them, maybe they blocked you, or you just decided not to watch each other's like pages or things like this. But there's definitely this need to want to know what's going on with you without making it obvious. That is definitely coming through. So for some of you, it could be a conflict. And for some of you, it's interesting, the Two of Wands came through upright. For some of you, it's this energy of literally not having, I want to say, enough money. Like being preoccupied with money, being preoccupied with earning enough to come up with some sort of solution. And this is especially for those of you who guys are in a long distance relationship, right? And this person that you're asking about, they're like, okay, well, if I quit my job, or if I don't like kind of focus on work, it's going to be even worse. So I want to say for, you know, a lot of you, this person is just tired and they're questioning a lot of things about themselves, a lot of things, because with the energy of the King of Wands, they're not 100% sure of themselves at this particular moment. And it kind of feels like they tried maybe writing to you, or they wanted to kind of, again, let their emotions out in one way or another, but they couldn't, because on this card you can see that it's like all torn to shreds. So I'm literally seeing somebody like trying to type your message and then kind of going like, no, you know what, I can't send this to them, can't send this to them. And they're not feeling, I want to say like the battery is not charged to the point where they can take action. But with all of those cards, I have absolutely no doubt that this person is missing you right now. So what I'm going to do is take a look at their actions, their possible actions in the near future. So the near future over here, guys, let's take it 1 month. Yeah, it's like the time period of 1 month. It's neither too long nor too short. I know a lot of you want to hear a couple of days. And you know what, it might come through. No. No. What I'm saying, you know, for you, my darling, option number 1, it could very well be the energy of about 4 weeks until the cup that has run driest, yeah, fills up again. There's definitely this energy of communication. There's definitely this energy of feeling good together, maybe celebrating something together. I want to say, for some of you, it's very important. This person misses you, but it doesn't necessarily mean, and again, this is for some of you, only for the little part of you, but I have to mention it. It doesn't mean that you're going to be together, not because they won't want to be, but because you won't want to be. There's something along the lines where they're saying during this time, you will also be able to weigh all your pros and cons. And for a lot of you, I'm seeing you going into this Empress energy where you're going to realize that you're kind of, might sound really maybe harsh, but you might realize that you're fine without this person. That you don't even really care that much whether they miss you or not. Yeah, because for some of you, you're just kind of checking up on your ex and you have no intentions of getting back to them with them, but you want to see if they miss you. They do miss you. They miss you a lot. But if you do want this relationship to work, they're showing me the reconciliation. Now, for some of you, if you don't want this relationship to work, there's this kind of hint that's coming through, and they're saying, you know what, during this time, until they contact you, because I do see them making the first move, you might even meet somebody else and become interested in that other person. And be like, okay, well, he's coming back a little bit too late, or she's coming back a little bit too late. But they do miss you. Honestly, to answer your question, guys, they do miss you. But they still need to figure out a few things for themselves, first and foremost. Alright, my lovely option number 1, that's what I see for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and that resonated. Let me know down in the comments below. If you're up for a personal reading, all you have to do is send me an email. The email is also in the description box below. So is the link to my Patreon page with over 170 exclusive videos, additional discounts, and much, much more. So make sure to check it out. Alright, my darlings, take care of your beautiful selves now. Bye. My lovely option number 2. Hi, welcome to your reading, guys. So, As I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud or in your head. Helps you better connect to the energies of the reading. And of course, think about the person whom you're asking about. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what the cards have to say when it comes to whether they miss you or not. They're a little bit afraid of you. Guys, what happened over here? My lovely option number 2. They're a little bit afraid of you. They're literally like, I'm gonna give them time to calm down, to chill out, right? It's this energy of being afraid to approach you. It's this energy of just going like, oh my God, what are they gonna do? Ooh, they're watching you from afar. I think they messed up big time over here, guys, with the Seven of Swords. You might have caught them lying, you might have caught them on Tinder or whatnot, but they messed up really badly over here. And I think for a lot of you, kind of wondering whether they regret doing what they did. I feel like, you know, for a lot of you, option number 2, you might be dealing with somebody who likes to play games. The King of Swords in reverse. This is a person who has a fragile ego. They do have a very strong mind, but at this particular moment, it's kind of like they're not using it for good. They went to the dark side, right? Okay, but honestly, being serious over here, guys, this person is seeing whether they can get away. So maybe you already forgave them for things in the past. And they're kind of seeing whether they can get away with their shit again. But I want to say something that's very important, guys. This person, they're very afraid of true intimacy. And I want to say for a lot of you, they tend to sabotage something. Not necessarily just relationships, but just sabotage things for themselves. Because it's almost like they either wait for too long or they mess it up subconsciously. So emotionally, they're unwell. I'm getting a lot of reversed cards over here. Emotionally, they are not too stable. And I want to say that they understand that you deserve a different kind of treatment, a different kind of approach. But they want to see if they can get away with those things. And it kind of feels that they can't. Or maybe they did in the past, but now they can't. Because I'm kind of sensing that, you know, you're standing strong on this one. I'm going to be honest with you guys over here. The person that you're asking about, they have commitment issues. Honestly, they just do have commitment issues. I think they hope that you will give them another chance. But I'm going to be, again, completely honest with you guys. Some of you might be stuck in a third-party situation. Or again, like I said, there's something about maybe you not being chosen. You not being, like, you know, put as the only person in their life. And the honest and maybe the harsh truth that you need to hear over here, they're not going to be ready for quite some time. Like I said, they just tend to sabotage things. Incredibly afraid of emotional vulnerability. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who's younger, who's worried about what the boys will think and things like this. Very about the image over here. And this person, they have a particular image, and kind of maybe apologizing or showing their vulnerability is not part of their image. Do they miss you over here though? Let me see. I want to say yes, but they will miss you even more a little bit later. They still think that they can kind of come into your life and after you've cooled down and they think that they have a way to your heart, they have a way into your bed, that they have the way into your mind. But I do see that something changed within you guys, that for the majority of you, you're not going to let this person come back. Because with the energy of the death, it feels like that's it. You're going to put that story to rest once and for all. So I think now they kind of miss you, but it's the energy again where they keep thinking that they will come back. So you know what I mean? Like, why miss somebody to whom you can come back? To, like, they have this illusion that at any point they can kind of snap their fingers, and of course I'm exaggerating over here, but they can do whatever it is that they're going to do, and you know, you'll be like, okay, fine, whatever, I forgive you. But they don't realize that that's not going to happen. And I'm going to tell you this, that later on, yes, they will miss you. Yes, they will appreciate everything. They will kind of see like, what a freaking idiot I've been. Like, literally, because they're not going to only lose I want to say like a friend, a lover, somebody who is genuine. With time, with the person that you're asking about, they're going to understand the value of authenticity, the value of love and affection, because now they think they can have it in excess. But they're going to have a very harsh reality check pretty soon, and then they will miss you. And then let me tell you this, if they mistreated you, this will also make their friends and people who surround them look at them very differently. And because of your situation, other people might just be like, you know what, I don't think I want to kind of hang out with you. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Some people might not want to work with them. It's this energy where their reputation is actually going to take a hit. But again, that's a general reading, so that's only for some of you. But they're going to miss you like hell. They will miss you so much. Will they take action? Let me see. Yeah, they will come through. Look at this. They're coming through with the energy of the Fool. They will downplay all of the stuff that they did. They will try to make a joke out of it. They will try to be like, oh, come on, you know, it's not like that, sort of thing. So they're coming in like with the energy of not somebody who's mature, who's serious. And it might be triggered by you guys meeting somebody else, or them seeing that you've met somebody else, or somebody else being interested in you, and then they appear out of nowhere like the magician. They're like, hey baby, how are you doing? And you're like, what? Oh dear. And they're actually, with their full energy, they're coming in quite soon. But when they're gonna miss you guys, they are going to, look at this, exactly what I said. Exactly what I said. That once they see you being surrounded with somebody else, by somebody else, they'll be like, this could be happening right now. And I'm going to tell you this, guys, you know much more about what they did, about what, like, than they think that you know. You know much more. I don't know how you did it, my lovely Sherlocks, but you do. You do know. Okay. So that's what I see for you, my lovely option number 2. A complicated situation, but now hopefully I made it a little bit clearer for you. Let me know down in the comments below if that resonated with your beautiful selves. If you're up for a personal read, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below the video. Okay. And so is the link to my Patreon page with over 170 exclusive videos, additional discounts on personal readings, and much, much more. So make sure to check it out. All right, my darlings, take care of your beautiful selves now. Bye. My lovely option number 3. Hi and welcome, guys. Now, as I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud during your head. And, of course, think about the person whom you're asking about. Ooh. That Tower card peeked at me. Okay, let me see. It's like chaotic energy. Chaotic energy. What is going on? Ooh. Guys. Okay, so what I'm seeing over here, two very strong characters, two very strong personalities. All of the cards came through in reverse. I'm seeing conflict, I'm seeing chaos, I'm seeing quite possibly the person that you're asking about being unable to give you the stability that you needed, and maybe quite possibly things ending very abruptly over here with the Ten of Swords. I'm seeing a lot of pain. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm seeing a lot of pain over here. Might have been a third-party situation. It might have been that the person wasn't able to overcome their ego, overcome their fear. But it kind of feels like there are other people involved, and not necessarily just the one person. It could be, you know, a fight over social media. It could be a fight over some sort of dating site. It could have been something that has to do with being involved with a person who's not completely free, if you will. But it's just chaos because there's this energy of neither one of you wanting to kind of compromise. Like I said, two very strong-minded people, two people who are not used to compromising a lot, let's be honest, right? It's this energy, I want to say it's kind of like a power struggle over here. And you might not be showing like this person that you miss them. They might not want to show you that they miss you, but let me see if they actually do miss you. Or maybe it's just time for you to move on and just be like, okay, bye. Because sometimes we need to hear the harsh truth so we don't waste our time, you know? Oh, my darlings. Oh, everything is coming through in reverse. All of these cards. Look at this. It's a mess. It's a chaos. It's mind games over here. It's being unable to figure things out. It's almost like, for some of you, you want to see which part of them you fell in love with or which part of them you are attracted to. It's like you're trying to remember. And you're trying to see, you know, there's still some good left in this person, because here it's like, I don't know if you guys seen The War of Roses, that movie, where the couple was just fighting with one another to the extreme, and they started out so lovingly and caring about each other, and then they just started hating each other's guts. And honestly, I kind of wanted, I don't know, I was expecting a different reading. But whatever's coming through is coming through. It means that you need to hear it. But here it's almost like you're wondering, is there still something good left in this person? Because it feels like it's very harsh. It's very harsh, this energy. I'm going to be honest with you. Even for this deck, this energy is very harsh. I want to tell you this, guys. When we're saying, when we're talking about whether they miss you or not, at this particular moment, they're more angry at you. I want to say this. They're angry at you, they're angry at the situation. I don't know, they might be angry at the world, yeah, because there's this energy of things kind of having fell apart in such a, I want to say, in such an ugly way. I think it brought out the sides to them that they didn't want to see, they didn't want to know. Maybe it also brought out sides to you that you were like, that doesn't even sound like me, that doesn't even feel like me. I want to say that they feel that you're not there. But now I think they're trying to keep busy. They may be even trying to, I want to say, numb the pain by talking to other people. It's almost like I'm doing a reading for a couple that was married for a long time, and now you're divorced. Don't have to be, but at this particular time, the person that you're asking about, I want to say they're lost and confused. And I want to say they miss the good parts, because maybe lately, whatever the situation was, lately it was so difficult, it was so harsh, that this energy of anger was just building up and building up and building up. So I want to say maybe the same as you missed the old them, you missed those certain good things, which now you're even questioning whether they were there. They were. And it's the same with the person that you're asking about. They miss the good old days. They miss that togetherness that you had. That they miss. But I'm going to be honest, like with the stuff that's been happening lately, it's more about anger. And maybe you are forced to communicate because of children. I want to say they miss the friendship part with you. They miss the friendship part with you. I think at one point or another in your life, you really emotionally helped this particular person. So they miss that. And I want to say they might try to replace you, but they haven't found anybody to replace you. And also, again, they're just showing me chaos. They're just showing me chaos. So they feel misunderstood. They feel like they're feeling sorry for themselves right now. I'm going to be honest with you guys. And it feels like they can't start anything new. Even if they do, again, it's this energy of not being fulfilled. And I don't know if it has something to do with you or it's just their general vibe. But that's what it feels like. Let me see if they're going to reach out or if they're going to do anything within the next month. Or maybe how things might change. Interesting. So I was asking about the 6 month, and the 6 of Swords came upright and the 10 of Cups came upright. So despite of how dysfunctional this might seem right now, you know what, this has a chance. This has a chance of surviving. This has a chance of making things work. I was not expecting that, but the cards are definitely suggesting that, you know what, guys, with very hard work, I must mention this, with very hard work, yes, this can be brought back to life. This can be brought back to life. So I think it's a question of time. I think it's a question of you being open for communication. But there's still a question of maybe within the next 6 weeks they're going to reach out, or you will feel very much like you want to reach out. If you feel like you will have to reach out, they're kind of saying go for it, give it a chance, try it. Don't let your pride get in the way. Because again, the cards are suggesting it's almost like doing the impossible, but little by little, piece by piece, you're gonna be able to put this back together, very possibly, if you need it. All right, my lovely option number 3, that's what I see for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it gave you some of the answers that you were after. If you want a personal reading with myself, all you have to do is send me the emails in the description box below this video. So it's the link to my Patreon page with over 170 exclusive videos, additional discounts and much more, so make sure to check it out. All right, my darlings, have a good day. Bye now.